Hello everyone, my name is Chip. Now it's no secret that I love a good tribal deck, and Aspiring Spike has taken a blue-black zombies list to a 5-0 finish in a modern league, so congratulations Aspiring Spike. Now, the list. For our non-creature 1-drops, we're running 4 Fatal Push for removal, 2 Village Rites for card draw, and we're able to sacrifice our creatures because we're zombies, so our creatures are very disposable, and 4 Aether Vial just to keep the creatures coming. For our 1-drop creatures, we're running 4 Gravecrawler, able to come back from graveyard whenever we control a zombie. 2 Dread Wanderer, these are additional copies of a Gravecrawler-esque effect, a little bit more expensive, but pretty good. And 4 Carrion Feeder, because we can get our creatures back from graveyard, we're able to sacrifice them and pump up our Carrion Feeder. Also, we're able to sacrifice creatures in response to removals, so we can get some value out of them that way. Carrion Feeder can also sacrifice itself. For card draw, we're running 2 Crypt Breaker, able to generate zombie tokens with additional lands or cards that we're not interested in casting, and we can tap 3 untapped zombies we control to draw a card. We've also got Undead Augur. Whenever one of our zombies dies or it dies, we draw a card and we lose a life. And Soul Diviner, able to remove counters from an artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker we control to draw a card. So we're able to combo this with our Aether Vial, get our Aether Vial down to the value that we need it, able to take our Aether Vials up to 4 if we want, and get it back down to 3 with the Soul Diviner. Also, if we get neg1 counters put on any of our creatures, we're able to remove them with Soul Diviner. Counters put on Carrion Feeder can also be removed for an additional card. And then for our top end, we're running 4 Giraffe's Messenger, an undying threat that can drain our opponent for 2 every time it enters, which combos very nicely with Plague Belcher. So when Plague Belcher enters, we have to put 2 neg1 counters on target creature we control. So we can put the counters on a Giraffe's Messenger, the Giraffe's Messenger can go away and come back with Undying, draining them again. Plague Belcher also has the static effect that whenever a zombie we control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. So it is a drain engine. They can't board wipe us when this is out, because they'll end up losing a lot of life. Also combos very well with our Soul Diviner. We can put the neg1 counters anywhere, and then Soul Diviner can start eating them, so we can draw cards with them as well. And then we have our Lord, Diagraph Captain. It's a 3-mana 2/2 with Death Touch. Other zombies we control get +1/+1. Whenever another zombie we control dies, target opponent loses 1 life. So with Diagraph Captain, we're able to pump our board, get in for massive amounts of damage, and if our opponent decides to board wipe, they're going to get drained, and we're going to be dealing damage to them anyway. And then we're running 2 Murderous Rider. Murderous Rider kind of counts as 2 spells in this deck. Sure, it's a 2/3 lifelink zombie that when it dies we put it on the bottom of our library, but for 3 mana we can send it on an adventure and swift end an opponent's creature. So we can destroy target creature or planeswalker and we lose 2 life. So it's a very versatile piece of removal, and it can also be lifelink against burn matchups, especially if we're pumping it. And now for our lands, we're running 2 Agadeem's Awakening. We're able to get a bunch of creatures back from our graveyard with the spell side, but we can also pay 3 life and have it enter as basically a black land. We've also got Cavern of Souls, good against the control matchup, helps fix our mana. And then we're running 6 basic swamps, no basic islands, we don't really need them. For dual lands, we're running 4 Polluted Delta, 4 Watery Grave, and 2 Darkslick Shores. For our sideboard, we've got 3 Ceremonious Rejection, 2 Aether Gust, and 3 Countersquall, just to deal with threats before they get put on the board. We've got some extra removal. We've got 2 Spark Harvest, just able to deal with any creature if we sacrifice one of our own creatures. We can pay mana if we have to, but we should have enough disposable creatures that we can just sacrifice it and destroy any creature. Force of Despair, rather than paying its mana cost, we can pitch one of our black cards from hand, and we destroy all creatures that enter the battlefield this turn. And Bontu's Last Reckoning. Board wipes are really good for us because we should be draining our opponent as well, so we can board wipe ourselves. But also for 3 mana and we've got the Aether Vial, we're not too worried about our lands not untapping for the turn. And wrapping things up, we've got the new Feed the Swarm. So we're able to deal with an enchantment, but we can also deal with any creature. Unfortunately, we lose life equal to its converted mana cost, but that's why we're only running the 1 in case we need it. And that's the deck. I'm super excited to play it. It looks incredible, and I really hope a deck like this can do well in Modern, because then maybe I'll just start playing even more tribal decks. Alright, well, that's enough talk. Let's get on with some games. Okay, we win the die roll. Get a no-lander, that's a mull. We'll keep this one. Just put an Undead Augur to the bottom. Darkslick Shores into Aether Vial. Pass it there. Opponent leads on a Blooming Marsh. Into an Inquisition of Kozilek. Takes an Undead Augur. Passes to us. Tick up our Aether Vial. Get a Murderous Rider. Put Watery Grave into play. We will pay 2 life. Just run out our Undead Augur. Pass the turn there. Opponent plays an Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. Runs out a big Goyf. 2-3. Oh, on their end step, we're going to Aether Vial in our Gravecrawler. Our upkeep, put a counter on our Aether Vial. Village Rites, not bad. Yeah, well, I guess we're just going to Village Rites now then. Sack our Gravecrawler, draw 3 cards. Play a Polluted Delta, crack it, get a Swamp. Run out our other Aether Vial, cast our Gravecrawler from grave, pass it there. Unfortunately, we did pump up their Goyf a bit, but we've got enough mana for this Murderous Rider. Hopefully they don't have hand hate. Play a Nurturing Peatland. Fatal Push on the Augur. Well, we'll activate our Aether Vial, put our other Augur into play. We're going to draw a bunch of cards. We lose 2 life, but we draw 2 cards. 2 lands. Had worse. Oh, Abrupt Decay on the other one. Okay. Oh, we draw another one. Okay. I like this. He's swinging for 4. Okay, well, we'll take 4. We're down to 9. Put our Aether Vials on the stack. Before this one gets a counter on it. Put our Augur into play. Put a counter on both. Beautiful. Well, we'll play Cavern of Souls. Name Zombie. Just going to Fatal Push this Goyf now. Swing in for 2. Opponent takes it down to 15. Inquisition. Yeah, we should have run out the Murderous Rider. It's a shame. So we could destroy our own Gravecrawler. Draw another card. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Yep, another Gravecrawler. That's fine. Oh, and they've got a Dark Confidant. Okay, so Vials. Tick 1 up to 2. Keep the other on 3. And a Giraffe's Messenger. Oh, recast Gravecrawler. Play our Swamp. Recast Gravecrawler. Just cast our Murderous Rider. So do we attack now? Keep it back on blocks. We'll start attacking next turn. Dark Confidant reveals. Ghost Quarter. They run out another Goyf. No attacks. Alright, well in their end step. Aether Vial. Put in our Giraffe's Messenger. Drain them for 2. Keep our Aether Vials where they are. Not what we wanted to see. We'll go to combat. Swing in with the Grave Crawlers. Do we want to swing in with the Murderous Rider? Yeah, we'll swing in with the Murderous Rider. Yeah, opponent blocks a Grave Crawler. Ooh, Assassin's Trophies, our Murderous Rider. We will use its ability. We're going to get a land. Murderous Rider to the bottom. Draw a card. Grave Crawler's not bad. Okay, we deal 2 to them. We get to draw another card, lose another life. Okay, well, we're just going to run out this Grave Crawler, recast a Grave Crawler, pass the turn there. Opponent's Dark Confidant reveals a Loris of the Dream Den. Oh dear, and they've got the land. Okay, they're going to start taking control of the game. They are down to 5 though. Yep, Loris comes into play. They bring back a Goyf. Go to combat. No attacks from our opponent. Passes to us. Keep our Aether Vials where they are. Diagraph Captain. Does that do it? I think that does it. Oh, they're gaining life with Loris though. They're also losing life with Bob. Could hold off, but what are the chances they kill themselves with Bob? Alright, well we'll go to combat. We're going to swing. Alright, they're blocking like that. Well, we're going to Vial in Diagraph Captain, and we'll just try and figure out what happens. So put your abilities on the stack. Put our Augurs on the stack first. Diagraph Captain on next. Okay, Giraffe's Messenger comes back. They go down to 2, and yes, they see what's happening. Woo! Glad we get to stack the triggers. Sideboard against Jund. Bring in the Aether Gusts. You want the Bontus? Bring in Bontus. We'll go down Agadeem's Awakening. Oh, it counts as a land though, doesn't it? Cut 2 Dread Wanderers. Go down the Crypt Breakers as well. We'll run it back like that. A 1-lander with Aether Vial. We also have the Agadeem's Awakening that we can play as a land. Yeah, I'll keep it. Hopefully they don't have hand hate. Nurturing Peatland into Inquisition. Okay, what are they taking? Okay, they take our creature. Well, we'll just play Darkslick Shores. Run out Aether Vial. Pass it there. They play a Mishra's Bauble. Sack it. Play a Forest. Pass it back to us. They draw a card with their Bauble. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Well, we'll play Agadeem as a land. No, we're not going to pay 3 life. Just pass it there. They play Verdant Catacombs, crack it, Overgrown Tomb, untapped. Has a Scavenging Ooze. Right, just going to pass it there. Well, activate Aether Vial, put a Carrion Feeder into play, put a counter on our Aether Vial, Undead Augur. Not bad. Not bad. We'll just pass it there. Yep, they eat our Augur, play a Ghost Quarter. They swing in for 3. Well, we'll just take it. Has an Ashiok. Okay. Alright, targeting us with the mill. Yep, mill a bunch of creatures. Well, in their end step, we'll activate our Aether Vial. Put our Undead Augur into play. Go to our turn. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Go to combat. Attack with all creatures at Ashiok. Okay, blockers step. Activate our Aether Vial. Put Diagraph Captain into play. Kill the Ashiok. Pass the turn. Ooh, Plague Engineer from our opponent. They gonna name Zombie? Yep, they named Zombie. They play a Nurturing Peatland. They pass the turn. Well, we're gonna keep our Aether Vial where it is. Soul Diviner as well. Our other captain into play. I suppose we should have left that after combat, because now they know what's going on. Well, we'll go to combat. Swing in with both our creatures. So they're just blocking the Carrion Feeder. And do we just let it go? Could Village Rites it, but then there's still a Plague Engineer on the battlefield. Alright, we'll let that go. If they're doing something, then we'll do something. They'll let it go. Alright, down to 10, we draw a card. Another Aether Vial. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll run it out. Pass it there. They sacrifice the Nurturing Peatland to draw. Play a Blooming Marsh tapped. No attacks from our opponent. Go to our turn. Put a counter on our little Aether Vial. Keep the other one where it is. Another Soul Diviner. Okay. So what happens if we attack with everything? Curious. Could just swing with the Undead Augur. Just swing with that one. They'll block and pump the Scavenging Ooze. Assassin's Trophy on one of the captains. Well, I see no reason not to Village Rites it instead. Gonna draw a bunch of cards. Got a Fatal Push as well. Draw our other cards. Yeah, okay. Well, Fatal Push on your Scavenging Ooze. Veil of Summer. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fine. You used your last green mana. So are you going to Ghost Quarter yourself? Yep, Ghost Quartering themselves. It's fine, we still draw a card and now they're down a land. Yep, they eat our Captain from our graveyard, eat our Undead Augur, draw a card, and Gravecrawler. Alright, pass it there. They swing in for 4. No blocks from us. Yep, eat our Augur, go all the way up to 5 damage. They're on 9 life. Eating our Carrion Feeder, yeah. 6 damage, they're up to 10. We're down to 8. They run out of Goyf. Yeah, we're going to activate Aether Vial. Put our Gravecrawler into play. Go to our turn. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Leave the other one on 3. Go to combat. Swing in with both. Alright, they're blocking the Diagraph. It has Death Touch. Okay, so now they're down to 6. Cavern of Souls, naming Zombie. Bontu's now. Pass to them. Alright, they got another Scavenging Ooze. Yep, they eat our Gravecrawler. Now we'll activate our Aether Vial. Put a Soul Diviner into play. Go to our turn. Keep our Aether Vials where they are. Another Aether Vial is not what I had in mind. Play a Watery Grave. We are going to pay 2 life. Just pass it there. Yep, opponent eats our Captain from our grave. To counter on their Scavenging Ooze, goes to their turn. Swings in for 4. 1, 2, 3. So they got 3 creatures, so they can kill both of our Soul Diviners. Alright, well, we'll go to blocks. Block the Scavenging Ooze. Village Rites. Sack the Soul Diviner. Okay, get a couple of creatures. Get a Gravecrawler. And an Agadeem's Awakening that's basically a land. They've got a Goyf, Nihil Spellbomb, end step. Okay, in their end step, we're going to put our Soul Diviner into play, see what we draw. Another Gravecrawler, so guess we're dead. Yeah, that'll do it, won't it? Can draw a card by removing a counter from our Aether Vial. We would have to hit removal, play Cavern of Souls, name Zombie, play out both our Gravecrawlers, pass the turn there. Yep, they get our Soul Diviner from grave. Swing in with both. Okay, well, we got a block the Tarmogoyf. Yep, Skoos eats a Skoos. Well, we'll remove a counter from our Aether Vial, draw a card. Giraffe's Messenger doesn't do it. Okay, they win. Alright, sideboarding. What do we want? We've got Grave Hate, so I'll bring back in the Crypt Breakers. Go down 2 Gravecrawlers for it. Yeah. Run it back. Play first. Keep this one. Lead on Dark Slick Shores into a Carrion Feeder. Pass to them. Our opponent mulled to 5. Hopefully that's good for us. Opponent plays a Blooming Marsh. Has the Inquisition. Takes our Augur. Plays a Bauble. Cracks Bauble. Passes to us. We draw a Crypt Breaker. It's not bad. Run out the Crypt Breaker. Get in for 1. Opponent's down to 19. Pass the 10. Opponent plays a Verdant Catacombs. Passes to us. Well, we're going to crack our Polluted Delta. Get a Watery Grave tapped. Go to our turn. Agadeem's Awakening. Okay. Just play Polluted Delta for now. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. Opponent's down to 18. Pass it there. Opponent cracks their Verdant Catacombs down to 17. It's an Overgrown Tomb tapped. Play a Blooming Marsh. They've got a Plague Engineer, which they're going to name zombies with, aren't they? Well, pay 2 mana. Discard an Agadeem's Awakening. Get a zombie token. Sacrifice a Crypt Breaker. Put a counter on a Carrion Feeder. Yeah, Plague Engineer comes down. Name zombie. Crack out Polluted Delta. Get a Swamp. Fatal Push on the Plague Engineer. They pass to us. Agadeem's Awakening, not bad. Swing in for 4. Pass it there. Opponent plays a Forest. Runs out a Loris. Okay. Casts a Bauble. Passes to us. They crack the Bauble. Soul Diviner. Run out Soul Diviner. Sack Soul Diviner. Cast Fatal Push on the Loris. Alright, they didn't have the Summer, the Veil of Summer. Get in for 5. Opponent's down to 8. Pass it there. Opponent plays a Forest. Liliana of the Veil. Okay. Makes his sack. Okay. Yeah, we'll just ditch the zombie token. They pass to us. Draw a Fatal Push. We're going to Assassin's Trophy our creature. Okay. Yes, we'll use its ability. Get a Swamp. Alright. Just pass it there. Play a Ghost Quarter. They drain us for 2. Okay. Tick up with Liliana. Sure. Fatal Push goes away. Hey, Swamp. Alright, well. Agadeem's Awakening. Grab you. Grab Crypt Breaker, I think is better in this situation. We're back 2 critters. Pass to our opponent. They're making a sack. We'll sack the Soul Diviner. Pass to us. Race is on. Alright, no attacks from us. Alright, we make a zombie. Assassin's Trophy on the Crypt Breaker. Yep, go and get ourselves a land. We draw another land. Alright, well, we'll just hold on to that, I guess. Swing in for 2. Opponent's down to 8. Pass it there. Ghost Quarter us. They're just trying to get us to lose on time. Yeah, it's my fault for not playing fast enough. Tarmogoyf down. Well, we get a Giraffe's Messenger. Run it out. Pass it there. Play Mishra's Bauble. Pass the turn. Get a Diagraph Captain. Well, play Diagraph Captain. Go to combat. Swing in with both. Opponent blocks a zombie token. Yep. Takes 4. Down to 2. Diagraph Captain hits them. Down to 1. Pass the turn. What do you got, opponent? We got 46 seconds to win. Plague Engineer, yep. Name Zombie. Plague Engineer, name Zombie. Yeah. Giraffe's Messenger comes back with Undying. Still enters. And you're dead. Yes. Love it. Very close, but we got there. All right, we win the die roll again. Yeah, I'm going to keep this one. We'll lead Cavern of Souls, naming Zombie, just run out Dread Wanderer, pass it there. Opponent plays an Eldrazi Temple. Scary. Get another Grave Crawler as well. Well, we'll go to combat. Swing in for 2. Opponent's down to 18. We'll run out both Grave Crawlers, try and go aggro, get in underneath them. Pass the turn. Opponent has another Temple. Thought Not Seer. That's a Thought Not Seer. Takes our Fatal Push. Okay, passes to us. Well, we got the Polluted Delta, so play it, crack it. Watery Grave. We will pay 2 life, and we're just going to run out a Captain. And yeah, we're just going to go aggro. Swing in for 9. Yep, opponent blocks the Dread Wanderer. Takes 6, takes 1 from the Diagraph Captain. They're down to 11. Pass to them. Yep, another Thought Not Seer. Going to take our Soul Diviner. Plays a Plains and has the Giver of Runes. Okay, so they're Eldrazi and taxes, I'm guessing. Swings in for 4. Take 4 down to 13. Pass to us. Well, we'll run out another Diagraph Captain, I guess. Swing in for 8. No blocks from our opponent. They're down to 3. Pass it back. Got some tough choices to make, opponent. Leonin Arbiter, yep. And they scoop it up. Okay. Thanks for confirming you are absolutely taxes. So against this one, wow, Ceremonious Rejection seems very good. Anything else? Board wipes? Bontus? Bontus might be the way to go. Force of Despair. I do like Force of Despair. Probably have a Rest in Peace. Feed the Swarm might be good. Does destroy a creature as well. Yeah, I like that because Fatal Push can't hit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Fatal Push can't hit. Reality Smasher. All right, well, we'll go down Village Rites. Anything else? Go down the Dread Wanderers. And we'll ditch Feed the Swarm. We don't need that. And I'm just going to trim 1 Carrion Feeder. I mean, they got a really good draw, and we were still faster than them, so hopefully we can do that again. I'd say we can do that again. We'll keep. They play a Snow-Covered Plains. They pass to us. Well, we're going to play a Watery Grave. Yes, we're going to pay 2 life. And we'll run out a Carrion Feeder. Pass it there. And it plays a Ghost Quarter. Passes the turn. Get an Undead Augur as well. I think we might be playing that. Will we? They've done nothing. They might have Eldrazi Temple Thought Not Seer. I could just play conservatively. Yeah, we'll play a little bit conservatively. We're not in too much of a hurry. Get in for 1. Opponent's down to 19. Pass the turn. They play a Silent Clearing. Plague Engineer. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Name Zombie. Funny that. Passes to us. Well, Swamp. Undead Augur? Yeah, Undead Augur. It's a 1-1. Pass it there. Does become a draw engine with our Grave Crawler though, so that's nice. Skyclave Apparition. Yep. Takes our Undead Augur. It's in for 2. Didn't know there were black-white taxes, did I? They've got a Ghost Quarter. Draw a Swamp. Swamp's not terrible. Run out Giraffe's Messenger. Drain them for 2. They're down to 15. Pass it there. Plague Belcher next turn. Yep, they get in for 4. Take it. Down to 12. Flicker Wisp. What's that flickering? Skyclave? Okay. Gives us a 2-2 illusion. Brings back their Skyclave. Takes our Giraffe's Messenger. Well, we get another Giraffe's Messenger. Run that out. Drain them for another 2. Oh, another Flicker Wisp. Okay. They're doing it pre-combat though. Oh no, they're just taking out our illusion. Yep, they swing in for 7. All right, so we are in a little bit of trouble coming up soon. So we are down to 5. Dead on board. What do we get? Undead Augur. Well, that ain't going to do it. Well, no point revealing what we got. So we swing with Giraffe's Messenger. They go down to 9. We play Plague Belcher. Only if they don't block. Well, we'll just see if they block. They don't block. Undead Augur. Play Grave Crawler draw. Maybe we hit Fatal Push. Yeah. Well, then we're still dead, aren't we? Because we attacked. Yeah, okay. We're done. Sideboarding. We just want more removal. Go down the Crypt Breakers. Bring in the Spark Harvest. Run it back like that. Yes, I would like to play first. 1 lander with a Vial. Sure, I'll keep Cavern of Souls. Naming Zombie. Run out the Aether Vial. Alright, so 2 Grave Crawlers can come down next turn. They play a Silent Clearing. They run out a Giver of Runes. Okay, pass to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. We also draw a land. Just to be mana efficient, get a Watery Graves, untapped, run out an Undead Augur, pass it there. Now if they play a Plague Engineer, we're laughing because we get a draw engine and we get to kill them with the Diagraph Captains. Opponent plays a Snow-Covered Plains, does nothing. Okay, well, we'll activate Aether Vial, put a Gravecrawler into play. So the question is, do we tick up this Vial and put Gravecrawler in first, or we'll activate our Aether Vial? Yes. We'll put our other Gravecrawler into play, just in case we draw the land. We'll put a counter on our Aether Vial. Alright, Fatal Push, not bad. Go to combat. Swing in with both. No blocks from our opponent. Yeah, we'll just wait with this Fatal Push. And it plays a Ghost Quarter. Plague Engineer. Okay, name zombie. Yeah, we draw 2 cards, we lose 2 life. We hit 2 lands. Not bad. Fatal push on the Giver of Runes. They pass to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. We hit a Murderous Rider as well. So we could Murderous Rider it now. We could try to draw some more cards, but I think we're doing okay for cards right now. Play Dark Slick Shores, Swift End that away, activate Aether Vial, put a Diagraph Captain into play, get in for 3. We're going to get quite a substantial board next turn, aren't we? All right, they're down to 11. Pass to them. They play a Plains. Skyclave Apparition, yep. You going to take our Diagraph Captain? Yep, sure does. Passes to us. Okay, and no. Keep it on 3. Another Undead Augur. Well, we'll play Watery Grave. Yes, we'll pay 2 life. We'll run it out. Cast a Gravecrawler. Cast a Gravecrawler. Go to combat, swing in for 2. Well, they're going in for the block. So do we want to draw cards? We'll draw 2 cards. They'll still lose the Skyclave. Or do we want to risk the Diagraph Captain dying to a path? I mean, I think we're still trading with the Skyclave either way, and we'll still get another creature out of it. Yeah, we're going to risk it. Aether Vial, Diagraph Captain down. Oh, we ate their Skyclave. We get a 3/3 illusion. Okay. Well, we'll pass it to them. They'd have to have something pretty impressive. Field of Ruin, Flicker Wisp, yep, takes away a token, I'm guessing. Yep, takes away the token. All right, that's it. Works for me. Keep Aether Vial on 3. Fatal Push. All right, well, we'll go to combat. Swing in with everything. Yep, opponent's going to block the Diagraph Captain. Then what? And dies. Okay, we won the match. Awesome. Ooh, we win the die roll again. Yeah, we can keep this. All right, opponent mulligans down to 6. We're going to lead on Polluted Delta, pass. Opponent plays a Razorverge Thicket into a Giver of Runes. All right, well, no point letting that stick around, is there? We'll crack our Polluted Delta. We just get a Swamp. We'll just get the Watery Graves. We will pay 2 life. We'll Fatal Push that Giver of Runes. They pass to us. Got another Polluted Delta. We'll play it, crack it. Just get a Swamp with this one. Run out our Undead Augur. Pass it there. Opponent plays a Temple Garden, pays 2 life, yep, and has a Spellskite. Oh, that's a good combo with Giver of Runes. Passes the turn there. Oh, well, we got a Watery Grave. Yeah, we'll pay 2 life, and we'll just run out of Giraffe's Messenger. No attacks from us, because I got the nice big blocker. Pass it there. Birds of Paradise from our opponent, and another Giver of Runes. Okay, passes to us. Plague Belcher. I like Plague Belcher. Well, we're going to cast Swift End, targeting the Giver of Runes. Beautiful. Opponent let it go. Swing in with both our creatures. Yep, opponent's down to 14. We're just going to pass it there. I think we'll Plague Belcher next turn. Yep, they play a Devoted Druid and another Giver of Runes. So we are potentially dead next turn. Aether Vial. Not particularly helpful right now, is it? Okay, well, we'll go to combat. Swing in for a bunch. Opponent blocks 3. Yep, takes 2 down to 12. All right, we'll run out Plague Belcher. Plague Belcher puts the counters on the Giraffe's Messenger. Undying, it's going to come back with a counter on it. Yep, opponent down to 10, down to 9. We draw a card. Gravecrawler. Okay, Gravecrawler's not bad. Pass it there. They play a Plains. Collected Company. Okay, do they hit the combo? But they just whiffed entirely. They hit nothing off the Collected Company. And they've got a Duskwatch Recruiter as well. Okay, can't complain about that. Passes to us. Fatal Push. Well, we'll cast Fatal Push, targeting the Giver of Runes. Oh, they're going to give the Duskwatch Recruiter protection from black. Okay, and then they let it go. Well, we'll go to combat. Swing in with the team. Gonna have Village Rites, I think, on the Giraffe's Messenger. Draw a bunch of cards. Shoot our opponent down to 8. We're down to 10. Cryptbreaker and a land. Good. All right, they're down to 3. Play the Swamp. Play the Gravecrawler. Just pass it there. All right, they activate Duskwatch Recruiter. Do they win? Oh, they've hit Devoted Druid. Yeah, they could win here. Oh, no, hang on. Devoted Druid doesn't win here. Interesting. Okay, they needed the other piece. Well, they get to transform their Duskwatch Recruiter. All right, what do we draw? Giraffe's Messenger. Well, that'll do it. Giraffe's Messenger comes down. Yep, they're down to 1. Go to combat. We're going to swing with the team. And they scoop it up. All right. Game 2. Bring in the board wipes. And is that it? Yeah, that's it. We've got to try and kill them before they go off. Cut Dread Wanderer. Is it Soul Diviner in this matchup? It is a draw engine, but so is Village Rites, and I think we're happier with Village Rites than that. Yeah, we'll cut Soul Diviner. Just got to try to win quickly. Opponent gets to go first. This is a 1-lander. As far as 1-landers go, it's pretty good though. Fatal Push, Gravecrawler. I think we will mull this one, but we will keep this one because we've got the Carrion Feeder and the Gravecrawler. Put the Giraffe's Messenger to the bottom. Opponent leads on Temple Garden, untapped, runs out of Birds of Paradise. Well, we draw the Bontus. That can be helpful. Just going to lead on Swamp into Gravecrawler. Pass it there. Opponent plays a Windswept Heath. Plays a Duskwatch Recruiter. Gross. Passes to us. All right, we do draw another Gravecrawler. Well, we'll go to combat. Swing in for 2. No blocks from our opponent. Run out the Carrion Feeder. Pass it there. Opponent plays a Wooded Foothills. Cracks the Windswept Heath. Yeah. Plays a Forest. Cracks the Wooded Foothills. It's another Forest. Collected Company for Devoted Druid and Devoted Druid. Okay. So Fatal Push ain't going to do it anymore. They swing in for 2. Sure thing. So we want to draw land into land. Well, Darkslick Shores, that's a land. Go to combat, swing in with both, play out our Gravecrawler, pass the turn there. Activates Duskwatch Recruiter. Okay. Noble Hierarch. Okay. Puts a counter on the Devoted Druid. Is this another Collected Company? No, it's another Duskwatch activation. Reveals the Birds of Paradise. Alright, runs out Noble Hierarch. Passes the turn there. Oh, okay, cool. Swamp. Yeah, let's go full attack. Opponent throws the Noble Hierarch under the bus. They're down to 7. And then, yeah, we're just going to Bontus. This gives them basically 2 turns. We've time walked ourselves, but they were so close to the win there that it was necessary. Yep, they run out of Giver of Runes and another Devoted Druid. Okay. Well, we're hoping to draw a land. No such luck. Well, we drew a few in a row, so I guess we're already pretty lucky. We just gotta hope we can win before they can kill us. Birds of Paradise, yeah. Spellskite, okay. They play a Wooded Foothills. They pass the turn there. Alright, well now our land's on tap. Another Diagraph Captain, it's not the worst. Giralf's Messenger, hit him down to 5. Alright, pass the turn there. So we can get both our Gravecrawlers back as well. Alright, I got another Giver of Runes. Yep, nothing's getting through their board. They've made that quite clear. Murderous Rider, okay. Well, I think we'll get both our Gravecrawlers back this turn. So if we cast Fatal Push, they can redirect it to the Spellskite, nerf it, but then they're down 2 more life as well. Is that what we're doing? It's not going to work on anything else. Could target the Devoted Druid, actually. Then they just, yeah, okay. Fatal Push, cast, target that Giver of Runes. Tapping Birds of Paradise for blue, I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, looks like they stacked that correctly. Yep, look at them go. Okay, go to combat, just swing in for 3. Yep, opponent's just going to block. All right, I think we're going to be okay if we can win quickly. Birds of Paradise, okay. That's not infinite mana yet. They pass the turn there. Well, run out Diagraph Captain. Yeah, we're going to make them start trading things off. Swing in, play a Razorverge Thicket. Okay, getting better for us. So we could destroy our Giralf's Messenger. That hits them for 3. Okay, so we're definitely getting closer to what we want to be doing. And aim a zombie with this. Run out another Diagraph Captain. All right, swing in with a big old board. All right. How are you going to protect yourself now? Giver of Runes gives another Giver of Runes protection from black. Giver of Runes gives the other Giver of Runes protection from black. All right, and they lose 2 Birds of Paradise. Do you win this turn? Well, that's another land. You didn't have the win before. If they've got removal, they've got to use it on our turn. Okay, and an Undead Augur. Well, we'll just go to combat. Swing with everything. No blocks from our opponent. And they're dead. All right, we win the match. Lovely. I honestly thought they had something, but they didn't have it. All right. 3-0. Let's go. Oh, we lost the die roll. I'm not keeping that. Oh, opponent's got a companion. Ubosh. So can we afford to keep this one lander then? I mean, yeah. We're going to draw a bunch of cards with Polluted Delta. Put Giralf's Messenger to the bottom. Off we go. Opponent leads with a mountain. Into a Monastery Swiftspear. Off to the races. Down to 19. Passes to us. Got an Undead Augur. Oh, crack the Polluted Delta. Do we burn ourselves? Yeah, I think we're going to burn ourselves. Doesn't seem right, but we need the blue mana, I guess. Run out our Carrion Feeder, pass the turn. Opponent plays a mountain. Swings in for 1. We're going to take it. Yep, we're down to 15. Yep, opponent lights up the stage. Oh, double bolt. Yep. Okay, bolts. Targets the Carrion Feeder. All right, Carrion Feeder gained us 3 life. Passes to us. Well, we get another Carrion Feeder. I don't think... Oh, can we play that one? Crypt Breaker might be able to take the other bolt. It's not going well. Crypt Breaker. We really wanted to hit another land by Village Rightsing. Yep, pass the turn there. Yep, opponent casts bolt. Yep, hits the Crypt Breaker. Okay, cool. Gained us 3 life. That's fine. And then opponent swings in for 2. Take it down to 13. Okay. And then they've got another light at the stage. What does this one hit? 2 Flame Slashes. Okay. They can't hit our face. We hit the land as well. So these can be played until the end of next turn. So we could play Carrion Feeder, sack it to Village Rites, and then both those don't have a target to hit, except for their own creature. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it. Question is, do we do it now or in their upkeep? Do it now. All right, land an Aether Vial. Not bad. All right, they firebolt us. Bolt us. Getting pretty close to dead here. They swing in for 3. We're down to 5. All right. Well, we got the swamp. Undead Auger's going to hurt us a lot. Aether Vial. Soul Diviner. Pass it there. Goes to combat. No attacks. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, we're going to put a counter on our Aether Vial. We've got a Fatal Push as well. Watery Grave. Tapped. Do we run out Undead Auger? It is just asking for trouble. Yeah, we can't afford to run it out. We're going to hold up Push though, so we're not going to run out the Captain. Pass it there. Stomp. On our face. Okay, you stomped our face, opponent. I'm guessing they think they have the win next turn then, if they're just burning our face now. Goes to combat. No attacks. Okay. Well, Soul Diviner will take that counter. Dread Wanderer, not bad. We'll Fatal Push now. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Another Fatal Push, not bad. Well, Diagraph Captain down. Get in. So we just need them to not draw a burn spell for a number of turns. All right, that is a Lava Dart. Yep, we're down to 2. Functionally down to 1. Seasoned Pyromancer. Sure thing, opponent. They discard 2 Blood Moons. Okay. Well, what are the chances they didn't hit a burn spell off that? Activate our Aether Vial. Yes. Put into play a Dread Wanderer. Pass to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Another Aether Vial's not bad. Run it out. Go to combat. Swing in with this. No blocks from our opponent. Cool. Pass it there. Please no burn spell. Sunbaked Canyon. Yep. Bone Crusher Giant. Sure thing. And a Soulscar Mage. Yep. Those are all creatures. No attacks though. Okay. Well, we'll remove a counter off our Aether Vial. Draw another card. Land. So do we Fatal Push now? We'd only be hitting the Soulscar Mage. Oh, we'll wait. Ugh. Undead Auger. That's no fun. Well, we'll play the Swamp. Pass it there. Monastery Swift Spear. I think that means we're dead. Yeah, I think that means we're dead. We'll see what they attack with. They've been pretty conservative with their attacks so far. Casts a Blood Moon. Well, Fatal Push on the Soulscar Mage. All right. Suppose we should have used a... Yeah, okay. We should have used a dual land for that. Didn't think of that. All right, go to combat. They're swinging in. All right, wow. Go to blockers. We're going to block here, block here, block here. Okay, activate our Dread Wanderer. Remove a counter from this Aether Vial. What do we draw? Agadeem's Awakening and we're dead. Okay, cool. They got us. Let's see what we can do. Force of Despair might be pretty good. Able to just throw it down for free. I don't think we can afford the tempo loss of Bontus. Counter Squall? Yeah, Counter Squall. All right, what do we go down? Undead Augurs. That's what we go down. We go down Undead Augurs. And 1 Crypt Breaker. Yes, we would like to play first. Another 1-lander, but we have multiple things we can do with this 1-lander. I mean, we're going to keep most of our hands be 1-landers anyway. Drew out of it last time, maybe we'll draw out of it this time. All right, Polluted Delta. Crack it. We'll just get a Swamp. Start on Gravecrawler. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Mountain. Runs out a Monastery Swift Spear. Gets in for 1. Passes to us. Hey, Cavern of Souls. Name and Zombie. Well, we're going to run out Crypt Breaker. We're going to run out Carrion Feeder. Pass it there. Do we get in? Yeah, we're not blocking. I don't think we're planning on drawing. Yeah, we'll just get in. Get in for 2. Pass the turn there. Firebolt targets the Carrion Feeder. So we could sack both our creatures to keep it alive through the Firebolt, which then means we're definitely taking damage off the Monastery Swift Spear. I think I'm okay with that though. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Sack the Gravecrawler, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Sack the Crypt Breaker, put a +1/+1 counter on it. All right, now we got a 3/3. They play a Mountain, they're going to throw another one at it. Lava Dart at it. Yeah, that's okay. So our board soaked up 3 damage that could have gone to our face, and we're going to take 3 damage. So yeah, we broke pretty even there. They hit us down to 15. Pass it there. Aether Vial. I like Aether Vial. Yeah, all right. Aether Vial. Pass the turn. And plays a Mountain. Swings in for 1. No blocks from us. Fatal Push it. Yep, dies. Puts Ubosh in hand. Okay. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Diagraph Captain. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to run out the Soul Diviner. Pass it there. Flame Slash on the Soul Diviner. Yep. Plays the Sunbaked Canyon. Passes back to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Fatal Push. Okay. Well, we can't get anything back from grave and we can't cast anything in our hand, so pass the turn. All right, they play the Mountain. Down comes the Bosch. All right, pass to us. Land, please, so we can kill this Ubosh. Hey, nice. Well, then, yeah, we're just going to swift end it now. Pass the turn. For how far into the game we are, we've got quite a high life total as well. Pillage on our Swamp. Okay, passes the turn. Yeah, we'll just Aether Vial now. Diagraph Captain into play. All right, they bolt it. So that's another 3 life that we've saved. We go to our turn. Keep our Vial on 3. Hey, we hit a land. Not bad. They really didn't want us to get this Murderous Rider down, I'm willing to bet, but we did. Okay. Hopefully they don't have removal for it. The chances are they will, but if we can gain even just a little bit of life from it, that's really good. Firebolt. Yeah, and then they're going to Flame Slash from the graveyard. Lava Dart. Oh, they got another lava dart. So they got 2 lava darts in the graveyard. All right, Murderous Rider to the bottom of our library. And Seasoned Pyromancer to draw 2 cards. Well, I hope we draw really well. Carrion Feeder, not bad. We'll run out Carrion Feeder. Carrion Feeder lets us cast Gravecrawler from our grave. And now that we've lost the ability to Fatal Push like a fool, Lava Dart on the Carrion Feeder. Yep, tapped the wrong mana. I tapped the wrong mana. I knew what I was doing and I tapped the wrong mana. Oh well, pass it there. Opponent swings in for 2. Take it down to 11. They cast Light Up the Stage, Swift Spear Mountain. Yep, they play the Mountain. Play the Swift Spear. Passes to us. Aether Vial can stay where it is. Dread Wanderer. Alright, run out Dread Wanderer. Can't block with Gravecrawler, might as well attack. Blocking with the Swift Spear, okay. Stomp on the Dread Wanderer, yeah, but then I'm gonna cast Fatal Push on your Swift Spear. So yep, you stomp our Dread Wanderer. We pass to them. We need runner removal. Yep, Bone Crusher Giant down. They swing in for 2. Yep, we take it. Down to 9. They Lava Dart our Gravecrawler, okay. Firebolt our face. And they pass to us. Keep our Aether Vial where it is. Soul Diviner, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Soul Diviner comes down. Cast Gravecrawler from grave. Pass it there. They go to combat. Swing in with both. We're dead like 11 different ways from Sunday. So I think we're better off just blocking the Seasoned Pyromancer. So what? If we block Bone Crusher Giant, we go down to 5. They have a Lightning Bolt, we're down to 2. So then we have to draw something to block Seasoned Pyromancer. But if we block Seasoned Pyromancer, we have something to block Bone Crusher Giant next turn. We go down to 3. If they've got Bolt, they kill us now. We have a draw engine as well. Yeah, okay. We're just going to block Seasoned Pyro. We're down to 3. What do you got, opponent? Light Up the Stage. Reveals a Light Up the Stage in a mountain. Yeah, they play the mountain. Firebolt on our creature. Okay, interesting choice. Passes to us. Keep our Aether Vial where it is. All right, that will probably be the game, won't it? Dread Wanderer enters tapped. Dread Wanderer enters tapped. Yep, that's the game. Ugh. This is a tricky one, because the double Aether Vial means we can put our creatures down, but we can't cast our Fatal Pushes. I'm going to keep. We get a lot of one-landers, so I think one-lander with an Aether Vial is about as good as it gets. Alright, Snow-Covered Plains, into an Aether Vial, so we're against a Taxes deck. Cavernous Souls, Naming Zombie, run out Aether Vial, pass the turn there. Opponent plays a Plains, and has a Thalia, sure thing. Passes to us. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. We did draw the land, though. Play the Polluted Delta, crack it, get ourselves a Swamp. Fatal Push that Thalia now. Pass the turn. Opponent does nothing. Alright, well in their end step, we're going to activate our Vial. Put a Crypt Breaker into play. Go to our turn. In our upkeep, we're going to activate our Vial, put a Carrion Feeder into play, and then put a counter on our Aether Vial. Draw another land as well, that's pretty good. Run out our Undead Augur. Path on our Crypt Breaker. Do we want the land, or do we want the counter on the Carrion Feeder? I think we'll put the counter on the Carrion Feeder. Pass it there. Opponent puts a counter on their Aether Vial. So they had no 2-drop to put in. They run out Giver of Runes, yeah. Passes it there, okay. Oh, they activate their Aether Vial. Well, we're gonna crack our Polluted Delta now. Just get ourselves a Swamp. And Fatal Push that Giver of Runes. Alright, what you got? Yep, Skyclave Apparition. What do you target? Targets our Carrion Feeder. Well, we'll sacrifice it in response. Draw a card. Oh, we hit a Carrion Feeder. That's good. Go to our turn. Put a counter on our Aether Vial. Well, we're gonna cast a Carrion Feeder. And we're gonna cast an Undead Augur. And we're gonna swing with our Undead Augur. No blocks from our opponent. Pass to them. Alright, they got the Arbiter. Vialing in. Flicker Wisp. Targeting their Skyclave. Okay. Skyclave leaves. Skyclave comes back. What are they targeting? Carrion Feeder. Well, we'll sacrifice Carrion Feeder to itself. Draw a bunch of cards. Get a Crypt Breaker. Get a Fatal Push. Those are both very good cards. I'll keep Aether Vial where it is. Ralph's Messenger as well. Well, we're going to run out Aether Vial. Run out Crypt Breaker. Go to combat, swing with both. Opponent's going for a double block here, hey? And yeah, I'll wipe the board clean. Gonna draw a Plague Belcher, Swamp, Agadeem's Awakening, I like that a lot, and a Gravecrawler. Well, we're gonna play Swamp, cast Gravecrawler, Fatal Push, Flicker Wisp. Alright, pass it to them. It was a really good trade. Well, we're gonna activate our Aether Vial. Yes, we're gonna put a Giraffe's Messenger into play. Drain our opponent for 2. Go to our turn. Put a counter on our first Aether Vial, and leave the other one on 3. Well, we're gonna run out an Undead Augur. Oh, opponent activates a Vial. Yeah, what are they vialing in? Archon of Emeria. I see. Well, it doesn't matter too much to us. Just go to combat, swing in for 3. No blocks from our opponent. Yeah, we'll pass it there. Opponent swings in for 2. Yeah, we'll take it. In their end step, We're going to tap 3 zombies we control, lose a life, draw a card. Diagraph Captain. Well, we'll activate our Aether Vial. Plague Belcher comes into play. Put counters on Giraffe's Messenger. So we're going to draw a card, lose a life. They're going to lose a life, and then they're going to lose life from re-entering. Yep. So they're down to 11, down to 10. We're down to 7. We got a Village Rites as well. Do we activate that now? Yeah, we're going to activate Village Rites. I'm actually going to hit the Crypt Breaker. Draw a bunch of cards, drain them some more. Dread Wanderer, not bad. And the Fatal Push. Okay, that's good. Tick the little vial up to 2. Keep the big vial on 3. And another Plague Belcher. Hello. Well, let's cast Diagraph Captain. Play the land. Go to combat. Let's see if they can get out of this. Swing in. They activate Vial. Sure. And they scoop it up. All right. Do we want anything against this deck? More removal? Bontus? Pretty useless without their creatures. Yeah, Bontus, because they've got the Giver of Runes. Got Bontus, go up Spark Harvest. Is that what we want to do? Bontus and Spark Harvest. Go down Village Rites. Run it back like that. I think we'll keep this one. Plenty of lands. Plenty of gas to draw into. Keep it. Opponent leads on a plains. Into nothing and passes. We get a Crypt Breaker as well. All right, well, we'll go Dark Slick Shores. Run out the Crypt Breaker. Pass the turn there. All right, they play a Plains and a Remorseful Cleric. Pass it to us. Oh, we got the Bontus as well. Gonna play a Polluted Delta and pass. Opponent swings in for 2. Yep, no blocks from us. Flicker Wisp enters. Okay, targets a land. All right, well, we're gonna crack our Polluted Delta. Just get a Swamp and blow up that Flicker Wisp with our Fatal Push. Snow-Covered Plains re-enters in their end step and they pass to us. Well, we're gonna play a Swamp and run out Giraffe's Messenger. Giraffe. Hit him for 2. Swing in for 1. All right, they're down to 17. Pass the turn. Yep, they got a Ghost Quarter. Militia Bugler. I like it. They get another Militia Bugler. That's what we call value. They swing in for 2. Yeah, we'll take it. Down to 15. Get a Carrion Feeder as well. Play a Watery Grave tapped. Could play Diagraph Captain, get in. Probably holding up Path. We'll just run out Carrion Feeder. Keep Giraffe's Messenger back on blocks. Pass it there. Maul of the Skyclaves. Yeah. Give that Militia Bugler flying. I swing in for a bunch. Well, we're just going to tap and draw some cards, I think. Another Carrion Feeder. Not bad, not bad. All right, well, we'll just take it. Down to 8. They've got an Aether Vial. They pass it there. Well, there's the Fatal Push. Play the Polluted Delta. Sack our land. Get our Swamp. Cast Fatal Push on that Militia Bugler. Play out Carrion Feeder. Run out Diagraph Captain. Swing in for a bunch. What is that? It's 8? Yeah, it's 8. All right, opponent's down to 9. Pass it there. They got 2 cards in hand. All right, they run out another Militia Bugler. They reveal a Stoneforge. Okay. Swinging in for 2 in the air. We'll take it. Down to 5. Phyrexian Revoker. They're going to name Carrion Feeder. Sack Giraffe's Messenger now. They respond. Oh, they didn't respond to the Undying Trigger. Okay, they're getting hit again. All right, they're down to 6. Phyrexian Revoker can name whatever it wants. Yep, names Carrion Feeder. Passes to us. Plague Belcher. Well, go to combat. Swing in with this team. Yep, opponent blocks like that. Down to 2. Well, we don't need to reveal the Bontus then. We're just going to run out Plague Belcher. And they scoop it up. Oh, wow. And that's the end of the league. Ah. Oh. Right, what did we think of Aspiring Spikes? Blue-black zombies. I'm a sucker for tribal decks. I might have said that earlier on, but it's a tribal deck with Aether Vial, and that makes it awesome. It worked really, really well. Just draining our opponents. We're able to quickly assemble a board, get in some aggro damage, and then we can just start draining them so they can't kill our creatures because they'll start losing life and we'll win anyway. There were games where we set up a situation where our opponent thought they were going to kill us with our own Undead Augur, but then we put in our Diagraph Captain and we were able to stack the triggers so they died instead. Really low on lands. We weren't punished too much for it. There were a couple of games where it didn't go our way. I definitely felt like I could have used more lands in game 4 against the weird Blood Moon Ubosh deck, but honestly, we could probably just afford to be a little bit more aggressive with our mulligans because we're only running the 18 lands and the 4 vials. We've got so much gas and we've got so much card draw between Crypt Breaker, Undead Augur, and Village Rites. There's just so much, and some of our cards like Murderous Rider, Giraffe's Messenger counting as 2 cards, Soul Diviner, another form of card draw, Agadeem's Awakening also counts the lands, so I suppose technically we've got 20 lands, and it also gets things back from our graveyard. Yeah, I can probably afford to mulligan a little more aggressively, but we went 4-1. I'm really happy with that. I love this little deck. Sideboard felt pretty good. I never felt like, except against the Eldrazi and Taxes deck, that there was anything that we brought in that felt really, really good against our opponents. I like being able to play Bontus, but overall, it's just a good, powerful deck. And I really want to play it again. So I might go do that. And until next time, guys, have fun.